How you perking? Hope you perking good. So, twin time. So, here we are. We're trying something new. Literally have never done this setup before. I'll show you a behind the scenes BTS little video that I took with her shitty phone. And you'll see that as somewhere in here. Maybe I'll plug it in right here. Behind the scenes, you see my pink camera, blurry lights, Squirmit's mom, and there we go. But, so you'll see that in a little bit. If you hear any macaroni noodle nails, it's Rosie, because she's here, having puppy play date. I might even put puppy play date footage from earlier as the B-roll here for later. But if you hear macaroni nails, it's her. So anyway, we're doing something different today, different setup, different video, different everything today, just to change it up, get a little bit of flavor here. And plus, a lot of y'all have been saying, I want to see Alma, we miss Alma. Because fuck me, you know, whatever, I want to see her.
And I've been absent on my channel.
Yeah, she's been absent on her channel. So we're doing it this way. And we have no real plan for what we're going to do here. Mm-hmm. We're just going to start talking, doing some twin chats and hanging out, and we have a little lap thing here with some tarot cards for in case we decide there's anything we want to pull and get some insights on. And then once the video is over, then based on what we talk about, I'll know what to title this. So y'all might already know what this video is about based on whatever we end up with the title, but right here starting out, we don't know. I'm a licensed mental health clinician and a spiritual intuitive, and on these videos we look at the tea with the tarot. These videos are always meant to be helpful, not hateful. So if you're down with that, join the family here. We'd love to have you. And in addition to subscribing and checking that notification bell, if you want to become a member of the Perk Squad for extra perks, then click the join button below, or there's a link in the description box below as well that you can copy and paste into your web browser. Being a member of the Perk Squad, you get extra perks. You get all kinds of little goodies and stuff like that. The page, when you go to join, will tell you all the different kind of perks, video shout outs, and exclusive videos, and all kinds of cool stuff like that. So check that shit out if you feel like it. But yeah, we're just gonna get into this today. So,
what started this?
Are you asking me or are you telling me something?
I'm telling.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
What indeed started this was, I think I had come over here being like, she's like, hey, you want to do tarot today? I'm like, yeah, if it's going to happen, I'm going to have to do it with you, because I've been MIA on my channel because I'm like, I just can't find the motivation or even inspiration to do it. And it's not even so like in your face, Debbie Downer, like super depressed shit. It's just more of like, I don't even know, you know, I can't think to just do, or it's not fun, you know, there's kind of that. So it's almost like anhedonia, like it's just the loss of fun and something. And so I was like, if I'm over here doing it with you, then we can. And so then we were like, what are we going to do? And it turned into, you know, are you going to do like a drama video? Because of course, anytime you do tarot with the drama, people are like, oh, salacious details, meet me there, you know, and they're like, people come, they show up, because that's what gets the big views. And she was like, yeah, but in my tarot, it's like I'm getting tired of doing that, because like piggybacking off of what I was saying about, it's like, it's not like necessarily in your face depression, but it's that whole reprioritizing of what do I even care about? Like, what do I even care about? Do I care about that Moses may or may not have cheated on Trisha Paytas? No, can't say that I do. You know, like, do I care about, like, without a crystal ball, being reckless all over the interwebs? It can make something funny every now and then to like zone out to, but you know, maybe no. And so, surely there might be some people in there who be like, oh, are they going to pull cards? Oh, yeah. Are they going to pull cards on that? Oh, yeah, there's people disappointed. Yeah, but I mean, that's kind of what we were talking about. We're like, we want to, please stop, Rosie. Please. Y'all know how this is, but where we're like, you know, so what do we even do it on? And I think that's kind of where the conversation started, and we got to having this little twin chat. She's like, man, see, these are the moments where you wish that you were already filming, so you can kind of get this podcasty vibe going back and forth.
Because there's a lot of people that are like, I would just hang out with you and Alma for an afternoon and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, this is the shit we talk about. I mean, we talk about all kinds of shit, but this is one of the things. It's just coming up, and we're just processing and talking, and it came up, and I'm like, you know what, we may as well, get these lights that I literally bought a year ago, and they have been in their box, not used for a year, because I've felt too overwhelmed to unbox them. Anybody else buy things or move somewhere, and then like it's a year and you finally unboxing something because it's just felt too overwhelming to do that one thing? That's how this has been for so long. And so I'm like, let's unbox it, let's make a video, let's do a thing, and just be real and raw and honest on it. And there's some people that prefer to be like, okay, so this is what we're gonna do, and we're gonna get straight into it. There's no intro here. We're just straight into it. We're gonna read the cards, and everything's great. And there's some people that love that, and that's awesome. That's not us. Like we're not like that. This is like, okay, we're talkative, we're verbose, we're gonna tell it like it is. This is normal. We're just being with you how we would be with ourselves, alone, with anybody else. This is just how it is, and these are the things that come up, and so we're just being real. And that's not everybody's cup of tea, but I can't fake something. I can't fake something else for the sense of it being what people prefer or being more likable.
How could Lucile be more fake?
How could I be more fake? I say this card.
Well, this card came out as well, so you're getting that
Okay.
one too. Oh. Okay, so we have on the board, how could Lucile be more fake? We have two things. We have the Two of Swords coming out, and we also have the Nine of Cups coming out. In this duo right here, how could you be more fake? First of all, I'm thinking wig. I'm thinking tall. I'm thinking height here. I'm getting that feeling here. I definitely am.
I have wigs.
She has wigs. I feel like bringing that out and pulling that forward, it's going to get that synthetic side of you out there. Don't sit close to a heat source.
And this is a genie. Rub me. Oh, rub me on as fake as you want. Yeah. You have 3 wishes, bitches.
Okay, but yeah, when I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, how could be more fake? Yeah, okay. So I think that more indecisiveness and perhaps some overly wishful thinking and making promises that perhaps you can't keep. So I think the fact that you are someone who is direct and a straight talker, I think that's probably lending to your authenticity, and you need to stop.
Yeah.
You need to stop.
If I'm going to effectively be more fake, I just got to cut that shit out.
Yep.
I got to cut that shit out if I want to be fake. Mm-hmm. This ain't good enough. This ain't cutting it. Mm-hmm. Yep. So, the point being, yeah, this is just kind of the space that we're in right now. And we were talking about things, and I was just saying, it's not that I don't like those little YouTube drama videos and stuff like that. It's just that when you go through some things like what we've been through, and for anybody new watching, no, shush with the borks.
I know.
For anybody new watching, our daddy passed away recently, and that's a big deal in somebody's life, especially if you're close like we were, and you just end up going through a little spiel where it's like, is there, what's important and what's not important, and who's important in your life and who's not important. And it just feels so trivial and stupid and pointless right now to me to do some reading on some YouTube drama people that really, their behavior and their decisions and their choices don't change the price of beans in China. It doesn't matter. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't mean anything. It just feels so superficial and so fake and so pointless. And it's fun for people that want to escape with that. That's cool. That's fine. I get it. And there's times where I want to escape and use that too. And so I've had fun with those in the past. But just being honest right now in my headspace, all I can really wrap my head around is what kind of readings make a difference, what's helpful, what does something. So I've been doing the monthly readings still, because knowing what's coming in the month ahead, that seems poignant. That seems useful. That seems valuable for us to know what's coming. Finding things about, doing these channeled messages on why is there so much death and so much war and so much fighting and so much, bullshit in the world right now. Why are good people losing out or dying and bad people winning and being able to take over, and what's going on? Those are things that seem to be useful and meaningful and change people's perspectives and their minds and their thoughts and their feelings. And there's something to that. And so that's where my head's been more lately, is just focusing on those things. And I just can't bring myself to focus on more shallow, superficial, silly stuff right now. Although there's a place and a time for that, I just right now am not there. And so I struggle with that, because I was telling her, like, those are the videos that get the views, and getting the views is important to YouTubers, because that's how you make sure you pay your rent over your head. And how can you pay rent if you don't make enough? So you feel pressure to do the types of videos that's going to have you make enough. But, you know, sometimes you're just not there, and you got to be honest about that. So that's one of my things that I've kind of been struggling with. And yeah,
and we just had a new moon on Monday.
God, yeah,
the new moon in, I think it was Virgo. Oh, don't quote me.
I don't know.
But the new moon, the reason why I bring that up is because, like, us talking about this to me feels like flipping over a new leaf. You know, literally, you are the beans in China.
You are.
That is you. Please park.
Please park.
Please, dear.
Park.
Dear.
Just park.
Oh my God, those spotlights on her butthole, it just does something for her.
Oh God.
Yeah. So, but it does. It kind of feels like turning over a new leaf in terms of, like, you know, what do you feel like lending your energy towards, and all that kind of stuff. I mean, because like right now, if we wanted to, we could do a quick flip, a yes or no card. Was Moses, was he unfaithful to Trisha? Yes or no? It just ends up being a little bit of a, yeah, well, who cares? Yeah. Kind of a moment. But
and I'm sure I'll be back there for anybody here that's like, I'm gonna unsubscribe or she's never gonna do that content again. I'm not saying I'm never gonna do it again.
Yes or no?
I'm not gonna
Well, I was the one asking, and so I got it from this perspective.
Okay.
But yeah, we got the 10 of Swords reversed. So if I did pull a Trisha card, I would say that it ain't over yet. But to me, there isn't a whole lot that necessarily looks pretty or happy about this, because this generally speaking is kind of like turning of the leaf after a betrayal. Mm-hmm. So, you know, that actually could be a card that's indicative of past things being not exactly by her standards, and her
trouble in paradise,
looking past it, getting over it, moving on from it.
But yeah, anyway,
will Katie Joy ever be anything other than nondescript?
Oh my God.
Let's see.
Oh,
the Three of Cups upright. Honestly, the way that I take this is that I feel like she's always going to be a little too much and a little too messy, and she's always going to have some kind of a third person entity stirring the shit pot.
Yeah,
it's kind of what this feels like to me.
But I don't
see. No, but this is what's frustrating about this card, because I think I know exactly where you're going with it. Because this is a celebration card, so it's like one of those things where it's like the internet, I feel, is wants to see her lose or wants to see her suffer, which I think that's kind of hateful, you know, if I'm being honest. But I get the allure of where it's kind of like you want to see someone get their comeuppance, and this is one of those, like, why are you so slippery that, like, right when you're in the crosshairs and people are like, yeah, and they're waiting, and it's like, oh, I fell through, I didn't give up. Then she has a moment where she's like,
she's like a cat with 9 lives. Yeah, it's kind of what this is saying.
What it feels like.
It's like she's gonna continue to be sloppy and continue to be in the crosshairs, but she's a cat with 9 lives. So she's gonna kind of keep squeezing through a little bit here for a while.
Yeah.
So not that there's no ramifications in that, because there's consequences in that, but it doesn't look like somebody going under.
Okay. So I was curious, since we just did 2 drama things, because I did feel like I brought it up and we had to.
Yeah, you brought it up so many times that we had to. And that's the thing. That's what I was saying. For anybody that's like, oh no, she's never going to do it again, unsubscribe. Yeah, I am. I just have to, right now, I have to be in the mood for something like that to be able to do it. Because otherwise, I'm like, it's not really meaningful. It doesn't really add anything. And I'm just like, right now. But doing it with you, and we're all being kind of light and, you know, having this levity here, it feels fun to sprinkle something in. But I just don't want to, like, deep deep dive into it right now. One day, I hope that comes around. We're healing. We're still healing.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that I just wanted to be open and honest about with people. Healing through grief and loss and horrible shit like that, it's a process. There's a lot of you who have lost loved ones, close loved ones, and you understand. And for those of you who have not yet lost close loved ones, I ask that you sit there and you try to understand something that you don't personally get right now, and that you give people grace in that, knowing that it's going to look all kinds of different weird ways. And then when the day comes that you lose a loved one, because unfortunately in this lifetime, almost all of us are going to lose someone we love at some point, and then you understand what that's like, then you'll know, oh, this is why they were a little bit weird and did silly videos for a week, or this is why they were dodgy about certain videos, or this is why they didn't film enough, or this is why they, kept talking about it for a little while. We can't be fake. We got to be real. We got to talk about what is on our minds and do what we feel like is okay with doing. And that's just kind of how it is for a while. So that's just the realness about it, but still love connecting with you. Just kind of got to do it in our own way, in our own time is all. But we're having fun with this. Shit. We're doing something. What do you want to do?
Back to the moon.
Okay,
First
what
of
about
all,
the moon?
I keep coming back to the moon because you have a moon necklace on, so it keeps calling me. But the back to the new moon and turning over a new leaf. One of the things I was thinking of is, a lot of the time when I interact with tarot, it's not necessarily people focused as much as like collective focused, and so it's kind of, I was thinking, what kind of pathways are opening up to us? So not necessarily like, oh, new moon energy. I mean, you could do that for all these things, but like it feels kind of like another one of those maybe starting off place. If you find yourself feeling like you're kind of at this weird amorphous ground zero point, and you're like, fuck now. Fuck now. What do I do now, huh? Tell me about it, bitch. What do I do now? Then I feel like that. I would like to ask that. What kind of pathways?
And as you're asking that, it feels really weird to me. And I'm not trying to, all alleged, whatever, not trying to start shit. But the fact that I've said the words war and warring and fighting, and you said the word ground zero, it makes me like those kind of get 9/11 feels. And isn't this like Saturday coming up, 9/11? And so there's something about that that feels weird to me, the fact that we just said that, and I hope there's nothing to that. I don't want to really go there, but I'm just hoping there's nothing to that.
Well, these are the two cards that are out. When I was thinking new pathways, I was thinking a lot lighter than that.
Yeah, so let's go with what you were thinking first. Let's go there.
Because if I'm thinking lighter and like a new pathway opening up to you, these are exactly the two cards that you want to see. Yeah. This is exactly it. Okay, I can't hold all these things at once here. Yeah, you hold it to me. Because I was about to just let my vagina hold that.
Just doing that.
So
we just did a lot of twin speak, and I don't know if they're going to understand that.
Oh, what?
Twin speak, where we sit there and talk over each other, because I'm hearing her as she's hearing me, and I can't do that with anybody else. Anybody else, I'm like, stop, and it's too much. But we talk at the same time, and it's a twin thing.
I think at this point they know.
Yeah, I think we already did it though. Hopefully they understood and heard. Whatever.
Five of Cups reverse.
Five of Cups reverse.
Hangman reverse.
Hangman reverse.
Bridge over troubled water.
Like
unstuck.
Over troubled water, I lay me down.
Yes, girl, take the high note, take that harmony. Okay, yeah, but that's for real. That's exactly what it is.
They want to sign us to their R&B label.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's like, what's that Hong guy that was, or what was his name?
Yeah, there's
he's like
the
American Idol guy that made it big off that. I was like, man, I can be
like
him.
she bang.
I can she bang.
Yeah, I can she bang.
I can she bang for a mill. Like, I mean, where's mine?
Yeah,
my bridge over, she bang, over troubled water, she bang, she boo-hoo,
Remix.
Yeah.
Remix.
She boo-hooed, no more, she boo-hoo.
We can do it.
She done made it over to troubled water, y'all. What? She done made it over the bridge held. This time you actually had some structural engineers that knew what they were doing. Unlike some people somewhere in the world where we see some collapses. Hey, we're not talking about that. So this is a good thing, okay? Bridge over troubled water. So this feels good in terms of like what we're talking about, where it's like turning over the new leaf. If this summer and the eclipse season and some of the ramifications of such kind of took you for a bit bamboozle, boom, here we are. We're coming over this troubled water. We're coming through, this pathway is opening up for us, unstuck. I think we're going to be coming into a place where we are feeling like we're unsticking ourselves, which I think is like, hooray, hurrah, a much needed change.
Yeah.
So where are you thinking? Do you want to go dark now?
Float down here.
Okay, see, yeah, you do want to go dark.
I got Pennywise, but she said float, and you know that's the thing. I'll float down here.
Okay, you know,
come down here, little Georgie.
Just go ahead. Chaos, pandemonium, mayhem. Slap it down on the board because you want to.
Apparently, I'm all about the. That's why I'm like, why do I always get all the dark shit? And it's like, apparently, those are the things I'm interested in finding out, and so that's what I ask, and that's what comes to me.
Well, since you wanted to talk about some kind of like potentially unhappy situation coming up because you were feeling it, well, just go ahead.
I'm just gonna real quick. I don't want to like sink it into it or anything, but because the fact I said the words warring and stuff like that and fighting, and you said the words ground zero, and that reminds me of 9/11, which is coming up. Just a couple cards on. Is there something about that we need to know? And just leave it that.
Where was my mind going with that?
Why did that synchronicity between the two of us come up here and register as something to me? Is there something to that we need to know? Let me just pull a card here out the middle. Okay. I'm like, I always want to pull one card, and then what happens? We
Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. Ooh, we have a devolution there.
Okay, so
5 of Swords.
Yeah,
reversed.
so here, you hold these. So the 8 of Pentacles, and then here, come here with your stupid thing, and then 7 of Pentacles and 5 of Sword in reverse. Not that you're going to be able to see that from back here. I've chose big cards to try to get you to see, but when I'm seeing that, the good thing here is I'm not seeing like worst case scenario, horrible doomsday, fire and brimstone, bad, scary bullshit. I'm not seeing that.
Bottom of the deck, make love, not war.
Oh,
Two of Cups.
Yeah, 2 of Cups, and it literally says make love, not war. Literally says that.
Peaceable negotiations on the bottom of the card. Reciprocal, peaceable negotiations.
On the bottom of the card. So interesting that showed up.
Of the deck.
But so what I'm seeing here, I'm not seeing something that seems like the literal worst case scenario, but I'm not necessarily seeing hunky-dory perfection either. What's coming up for me is like something's a long time coming. People are really working at it, and there's this sense of some things we're trying to leave behind and need to walk away from. Now, that being said, because there's some people here still working on some stuff and some people here offended, like, oh, you're walking away from this, it does feel like there are some people, entities, organizations, something that are holding on to how they feel about it or the impact that it had, and they're not ready to let that go. And we know when there are people or organizations or entities that hold on to something that long and don't let things go, what happens? It festers. And so I do see a potential here for some festering energy of, people not feeling so great about some things, that could catalyze some stuff. That could get under. That could be like sand getting in your nail bed. That could, be a bit of a problem. But I'm not seeing this be something that is like a huge, god-awful, worst-case scenario. So that, I guess you could take it kind of either way then, but
I'm not seeing perfection, but I'm seeing a clumsy de-escalation, if I can put it that way. It's a clumsy de-escalation. I say clumsy because we're moving from an 8 to a 7. Yeah. So to me, there's a part of it that feels like, a evolution, devolution, whatever you say, but it's not quite like moving backwards, but it's it's not necessarily leveling up either. So, but that being said, that's just the clumsy way about it, because it's almost like before you can take a stride forward, people almost have to let the ugly out, like what you were talking about. Like if they can't get over it, or they can't like get over it, makes it sound really mean. That's so not what I mean. But you know, like if you're having difficulty like moving through it, and you are feeling kind of maybe that stuck energy or something about it, where it is, you know, kind of tied into something. I think part of it is like we have a lot of people who have a spirit of wanting to work on something and work through it and see it through, and there is commitment in seeing it through. But here, there to me, this is that kind of immaturity, or the you know, the lack of experience that has those rose-colored glasses on. And it's like if you get that rose-colored glasses of what you think perfect is supposed to look like, this is the only way progress is supposed to look like. This is the only way perfect is supposed to look like. This is the only outcome that is acceptable to me. And if you have that kind of a mindset with these rose-colored glasses on here, I think that's what's getting in the way of this crop actually, you know, manifesting into something. So people, I feel like people are a little bit too committed to what they think is the right way to do it, but there's effort being put here. But ultimately, I do see that it's going to amount to a de-escalation, because when I see this, it feels like a de-escalation. In my little short little two card read, where you know you're coming over the bridge and you're becoming unstuck, there is a natural de-escalation that happens with that. And so it's like, okay, this is coming into a good space, but I do think that you need to really look at, or the world really needs to look at, this commitment. What are you committed to? Are you committed to actually like to progress, or are you committed to what you think progress is supposed to be? And you know, it does feel like we need to take off some of the lenses that we've attached to things, because that is the warp. And that's not what's going to take you there quicker.
And I would say, like, in a practical sense, for people that are like, okay, you know, cut and dry, give it to me, you know, is there something like what's happening with this? I'd say that it does look like there are some people that still have the energy of that time that have not been able to purge that out of them, and that those people are risky. I would say those people feel risky. People can act out of place when they feel risky. So people could say, I'm doing this, you know, because I feel this way, and I'm speaking for a mass of people. And it's like, you know, don't be acting out of turn. Don't be doing something, acting like you represent a lot of people about this. So I do see that there's some people that are kind of risky here. I don't like this risky energy by these impulsive, immature type of energies here. That seems a little bit, I'm not comfortable with that. But it seems like the mass majority of people, I'm not getting that vibe from. The mass majority of people are like, we're trying to, move through this. We don't want to go backwards. We don't want to create more war, more fighting, more issues. We want to continue with this progression.
Clumsy de-escalation.
Yeah, so, yeah.
People are going to be stumbling over their own damn noses, but I think that they're going to get there.
Get there in the end. Let's just hope that this certain few of people can keep their shit under control. I just, they make me nervous, but in general, overall, I'm seeing most people be on the right side of the path, on the good side, going towards progression. But these little shitties could ruin it for everybody. I don't like having the weird little energies there.
Keep your mind on your happy and your happy on your mind.
Let's just see. One card that everybody needs to know right now. 5 of Cups upright.
Because that's where we are, but it's not where we're headed.
Yep.
That's where we are, but we're going to be resolving it. That's the new pathway opening up for us, is the resolution of this.
And that's the thing. On the 5 of Cups upright, you see this person that is focused on the 3 cups in front of them that have fallen down, and they're disappointed by it. They're disappointed. But there are also 2 cups that are still...
I bought that Frangea out of a box. I done spilled my box wine.
Spilled the box wine. Shit. But there's two cups still standing behind them, but they're not focused
girl,
focused
that's
on
enough for a pool party.
Yeah, well, apparently.
That's enough for a pool party.
So she's not looking at that. She's looking at what she spilled, but she's not looking at the fact that there's 2 that are still completely full behind her. And so it's a matter of what we're looking at. We see what we choose to see. If you want to look at the 3 cups spilled out, you're going to see every detail of that disappointment. If you want to turn around and shift your focus to the 2 cups that are still upright behind you, then there you go again in changing your focus, and you get to choose. There is a choice point in this. And so it's saying right now people are focusing on the spilt milk, but then there's a way to choose differently than that. And the more people that choose, it's a ripple effect. It's like that pay it forward effect kind of thing. It's like if you make the choice to change your perspective and look at the 2 cups upright, then your energy might be infectious in the best way to somebody else, and they do the same, and then they do the same, and it's a ripple effect. But as long as you're like, I want the rest of the world to look at the 2 cups because I'm sick and tired of all of this lack of positivity, then what are you being? You're being a part of the lack of positivity in and of itself. You're still living in that. You're actually not doing any different. So you have to change as well. It's like you can't be a nickel out there looking for a dime.
Put a cork
in
it, Nasty McMasterson.
Yeah, come on. I'm going to sue you for saying all the mix. You can't say McNasty. You can't say Mick anything. They'll sue. McDonald's owns Mick whatever.
Oh my gosh.
Mick everything.
Oh my god. They can kiss my McNasty.
They can kiss my McAss.
Yeah.
Suck my McBowels.
Yeah, I know it. And believe me, after indulging in your Mickness, you don't want to suck my McBowels.
Yeah.
Like, oh man.
Yeah, you re-put your sound, McBitches.
Yep. Listen.
So I think this delirium means it's time to call this to a close. So, anywho, y'all tell us what you think. If maybe we don't want you to tell us what you think.
Say, why'd you open that up?
I want to close that can. So, anywho, I hope you've enjoyed the twin talks and the fuckery. And this is just kind of where we're at right now. Now, there's a boat.
I thought you were going to say a bug, and I was fixing to...
a boat.
I know now, but I thought I was fixing to sling
Can they even
this dog.
see the butt?
Yeah, they can. I was fixing to sling this dog.
But
I mean, you put him in direct harm's way because I was about to be like, ah! So
he's acting like he's comfortable when he's not. But anyway, I'll put a B-roll to show them being excited over puppy play date. So as usual, if you'd like a private reading, description box below, BeasTalksAndTarot.com. You can schedule a private reading, lots of different options. There's also other types of options like Reiki energy healing. It's an ancient Japanese method for energy healing. So if you want to look into that, all the kind of stuff that you would want to know, description box or my website, you can find all of that there. And don't be a stranger. Come back and see me. Usually I have Penelope to talking to. My microphone, give me a tail. Don't be a stranger. Come back and see me, and I will talk at you later. Bye. Bye.
It's over now.
Like, where did it go with the last 10 minutes that we recorded? What the fuck? Okay, we're back at it. You're back. We're back and you're back. Hello. Squirmit! Say bye, Squirmit.
She's full blown I has cheeseburger. Just let that go.
Play Squirmit.
I'm going offline.
Oh, goddamn. Almost dropped the lights completely. Almost broke the lights when we use them for the first fucking time. Jesus. You see that car moving outside? That is Alma, aka Auntie. My puppy's auntie. Which means your auntie is here. And your Squirmit friend is here, Rosie. Are y'all about to get really excited? Yeah, are you about to get so excited? Can you not wag your tail in your brother's eyes? And Scooter, if you don't want a tail wagged in your face, why don't you move? Move. Okay. What the hell? All right. I think I see her on the phone. Okay. Yay. Let's come in here. Let's get Rosie. Rosie! Rosie! Everyone's so excited! It's Rosie! And they're so excited! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! We don't know how to deal! We don't know how to deal! It's Rosie! Puppy play date! Puppy play date! Puppy play date! And then Nancy. Puppy play date! Puppy play date!
Come towards you. She might pop him one more time.
Get in his
She'll
face.
like tuck her neck under his mouth, trying to solicit licks.
Yeah, you're getting in his face. You're gonna piss him off. He doesn't want that. He doesn't want that squirmit. Rosie's like, but I just want to play with friends. I just want to play with cousins. Big yawn. Oh. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, she did it without fucking with anybody. Park it somewhere.
I get secondhand anxiety from her.
She's gonna fall on somebody. She's about to do something that is not smooth or graceful at all. Oh. She did okay. She did okay. Squeak, you're gonna fall at the back of the couch. Oh, God. Bless.
Too many Newports.
How many puppers can fit on a love seat? Quite a few. More than this, I need more. Relax, buddy.
I was thinking about Buddy. I was like, damn.
Are you nervous? Are you nervous?
Yes.
Yes, you're nervous. Are you cute? Yes.
Tell us it's good in the face.
Are you cute? Yes. And are you cute? Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Bull in a china shop with her.
Yeah, bull in a china shop. I'm trying to...
Named her Miley Cyrus. She came in like a wrecking ball.
That's what I say about Bodie, that he came in like a wrecking ball.
Well, it ain't nothing compared to
Rosie.
Hey, Miley. Oh, look at you. Oh, you're beating Bodie in the face.